What's going on YouTube? Texas Railfan 21, and I'm gonna give you a little more detailed overview on my LGB Mogul. Last time I couldn't quite give a lot of detail on this model, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So let's start at the front. On the front we've got a very detailed cowl catcher, scale coupler. We got the boiler rods that connect to the pilot, and right here we've got a handbrake, and we've got the realistic coupling levers. And here's something else that's cool. Take this off. Let me see if you can see that. The smoke box doors go open, and it reveals an additional speaker. If you're planning to use two speakers on your LGB engine, this is where the other speaker is. Correct me if I'm wrong. And close that up. Close that up. Lock it into place. And that keeps it from opening. We've got the characteristic sharp headlight with headlight shade. Numbers on the sides. It's got a nice LED light. Coming on here, we've got a nice leading two-wheel pilot truck. Guiding truck. We've got cylinders with the word keep off. That's a warning. And what's interesting about this engine, look closely. Does that ring a bell? These engines have Cook Locomotive Works builder's plates. Now, I know what if anyone doesn't know what the Cook Locomotive Works is, that's was a small factory of the American Locomotive Company based at Paterson, New Jersey. And that's the very company that built Southern Pacific number 2248, owned by the Grapevine Vintage Railroad, commonly known as Puffy. More on that on other videos. On the side we've got walk platforms, we've got air pumps, we've got 6 wheels of drivers with realistic operating pistons. In the cab we've got the number, we've got an engineer figure in here, fireman figure back here. Oh, and by the way, if you wanted to change the headlight, that right there is the screw to take it off. If you wanted to switch a different headlight or so. Here's the characteristic shotgun smokestack. And if you wanted to, you could put a smoke unit. Mine doesn't have a smoke unit, it's just solid plastic. Right here is the sand dome. Now, on a steam engine, they had 2 domes, a sand dome and a steam dome. The sand dome is what carried the sand. If you look carefully, you can see the sand lead pipes. And I assume the lead pipe goes on front of the first driver, and the second one goes on the either behind the front or in front of the middle driver. And of course you got the steam dome. You got 2 realistic safety valves, a little whistle, got a brass colored bell. The bell can be moved position if you want it to ring, to position it to ring a certain way. I usually like to keep it like this, facing back. You got a steam driven power plant called a dynamo, which can be removed. Going on the other side, move my camera, got the same keep off on the over here. We've got an additional walk platform down here, and under this platform you've got the main air reservoir where it stores air to power the brakes if this was a real engine. That sound you hear, that's just my sound decoder making sound on its own. More on that later. Let's view the tender. Okay, on the tender we've got realistic trucks, and a lot of you probably are wondering what this yellow device in between the 2 trucks. There is a video about Southern Railroad 630 derailing at Somerville, and interesting what they used came off the tender. This is called a re-rail plate or a re-rail frog. In case of a derailment, they would just take this little item off, put it against the rail to re-rail whatever wheel came off the track. Of course, this engine has a realistic coal load, and I'm going to take this screw, take this off. This is where you turn your sound on and off. Mine takes 3 AA batteries. Just flip this switch if you want to run with or without sound. Just put that back on. Right here you've got a realistic handbrake. Let me uncouple my train. Back here we've got a realistic opening to take on water, a working backup light, and the LGB hook couplers. Now, I don't know what this little tank is for. I've seen this on a Denver Rio Grande number 315, as well as the smaller C16 Class 280s. If anyone knows what this little tank is called and what it does, let me know, because I have no idea what it's for. Alright, I've disconnected the engine. Let's view the back. Now usually with LGB Moguls, it's not connected right now, it's been taken out, but usually would have a glowing firebox effect. When I got this train, my friend Mike, who gave me this train, said he had to take the entire thing out because the original built-in soundboard was old and broken. I'm hoping to get a new LGB sound chip that'll be capable with it. I've already got plans to order one. I just have to save up money on it to do so. So anyway, let's go ahead and reconnect the engine. I'm gonna have to stop the video. I'm gonna have to stop a minute because I need 2 hands. Alright, that includes my video. To conclude this video, I've also made a small cab ride video placing my camera in front of the engine for a loop around the track. So I hope you enjoy this video. I'm Texas Rail Fan 21. Thanks for watching.